lost the night before where a lot of guys logged a lot of minutes. Those games can go, the next game can go a lot of different ways. For your guys to step up in a hard-fought game and respond the way you did, what is it you feel that says about your group?
We're resilient. Like you said, we had every excuse in the world after playing a double overtime game last night. Could have came in and said we were tired, body sore, whatever the case may have been. But we dug deep, and now that's a standard for us. We understand that now we can do it. I mean, I think that's a good and a bad thing. Like we can't use that as an excuse anymore. So especially against a team like the Clippers, a well-coached team. So we just moving forward. We just have a new standard for sure.
You look, you don't know a guy till you play with him. Getting to play with Dez over the course of the season, what have you learned about him and his ability to continue elevate his way of play over these last couple of games?
He reminds me of a lot of older guys in this league. Guys who have established themselves and have a mindset of he's going to play his game no matter what. His process is going to remain the same. Early on, he was struggling a little bit, but one thing about it, he stuck to what he knows he's good at, and now we're seeing the benefits of what trading for a guy like that does. So his continued elevation just shows he's one of the best in this league in terms of his position, shooting the three ball, getting downhill, facilitating, playmaking. Like he's exactly what we need. So he's one of those guys. Ever since that Portland game, that's kind of when the trend, the needle just started to go up, and he's continuing to climb.
How tough does Kawhi make it, especially down the stretch, and how imperative is it in those situations to try to get the ball out of his hands as you guys kind of were able to do over some of those last stretch?
Kawhi, especially as of late, is probably the best player in this league. He gets to his spots whenever he wants to. Very calm, very collective. He's never feels like he's rushed or sped up at all. Very solid defensively, can guard most guys on the court. So he's one of those guys you try to just contain throughout the game, make it tough, make every look for him tough, and then late game like we did, try to get the ball out of his hand, make someone else beat us. So I think we did a really good job of that late down the stretch, and it's definitely something we can learn from going forward.
How would you describe this win for your ball club in terms of being a momentum builder?
What?
Momentum builder.
We've had a lot of roller coaster ups and downs throughout this year. Coming into this West Coast swing, our last West Coast swing of the season. After All-Star break, I think it's something that we need. Knowing where we're at in the standings, injuries, guys in and out of the lineup. Like I think a game like tonight just gives us a little bit more confidence, going into the next game and then getting back home for our home stand. I think it's just important to steal as many games as possible, especially on the road, and especially against a West Coast team where offense is they say offense is much better on the West Coast. So I think this is just going to push us even more to our standard goal. Our standard will continue to rise, and we continue to do a better job going forward.